How are you this week, Leigh? Apologies for the Wi-Fi difficulties.
Look, third time lucky, Maxi. I am absolutely good. Better than the Wi-Fi's been. So we've just third time lucky. Change of tack. We go again.
Hotspot.
Here we go.
iPhone.
Here we go. Hotspot. The iPhone.
Yep.
The iPhone's going to save us.
Yeah, I think there still is a little bit of a lag because we talk over each other, but it's okay. We'll try and get it sorted. How are you this week, Leigh? You're good?
I'm good. You know what the problem is, Maxi? It's 9:00 in the morning. Have you had the coffee? I've had my coffee. It's like the coffee's just hitting.
Yeah, I've had the strong coffee.
Yeah, so we're all a bit... So we'll get onto it. So I will shut up so I don't talk over you. Roll the quote.
Yes, the quote this week is, "We must become the change we want to see." That's good.
Absolutely. We can't leave it to everyone else. If we're not happy with it, step up.
Step up and make the change.
If we think something can be done, go for it.
100%. I love it. That's
exactly.
Good. And you're saying with the quotes that you've been putting in have been from your desk table that you have all the quotes and you've been saving all the good ones.
I love a quote or two. I've got a little calendar on that sits on the side of my desk. It's like, roll it. I love turning the page of the day, and there's some great ones and you find them online and all the rest of it. So the goodies that we think will be goodies for the people that are in our world, we share them with them. So excellent. So right. Good news, Maxi. It's been a big week again.
Good news.
Let's go.
Yeah, good news this week, Leigh. There's a couple of things here. It's nearly school holidays for some. I know up in Queensland it's school holidays, but New South Wales at the end of this week or maybe next week.
Yeah, exactly. They're already off up here, I'm thinking. Yes, they are. Exactly. They're already off up here in Queensland.
And reflecting on a good month or good couple of months of term 3 that we managed to visit a number of schools across Queensland and some in New South Wales. And we spoke to probably close to 4,000 kids.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we were at 31,000 or 30,000 a couple of months ago. So, we're at 33 now. So keep chipping away. It's been good. The schools have been great. The kids have been learning a lot and the programs have been awesome. So.
Yeah, it's been brilliant, and like we just said, Queensland on holiday now. I think New South Wales going next week, and then we'll be rolling into term 4.
Term 4, yes. Got a couple of schools locked in for November and December, and
I'll be heading New South Wales bound. I'll be winging my way, and I think one of them I'm going to do a road trip. So excellent. So what other good news have we got, Maxi? Oh, this looks a bit exciting.
Yeah, so the Jeep is moving on, and it looks like I'll be getting a new car at the end of the week, which is exciting. But yeah, it's a big shout out to Surf Toyota. They've been very helpful and accommodating for the transition. I'm doing a trade-in as well, so they're taking the Jeep and I'm getting a new car. So very stoked with that. You had a book meeting.
Excellent. Well, that's quite a nice, if that happens next week, Maxi, that's a nice birthday present.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it? Yeah, so it's very exciting.
On your birthday, and we love. They're the best, the people at Surf Toyota. So friends of, they're good people. Good people, good friends, and everything. So, right, what else have we got?
Books have been sorted. You had a meeting last week with the crew from In-House Publishing, and we've got pretty much the green light to start doing some printing of.
Exactly. Very, very excited. And look, these things are like, long lead times getting books out. Like, I think people don't realise, if you get if you say someone's going to publish your book, if with one of the other type of, not a self-publishing, but a publishing, you can wait 2.5 years for that book to get them to market. It's such a long thing. So what I'm really, really excited about, because we've had this on our desk for forever, hopefully we're going to have, well, not hopefully, we are going to have book 1, second edition in print by November.
Which is awesome to hear because
We've
it's
hit
exciting.
the button, boom, go. So, this is not the new cover, but I thought for the YouTube people, Maxi, here's a bit of a glimpse of what it might look like.
Yeah.
So, it's so exciting. And all the illustrations, I'll give people, here's another one, look, here's another. It's going to be completely newly illustrated. So there's a little, if you're listening to this and you want to go and watch it on YouTube, you might get a sneak peek then. It's going to be amazing. The illustrations are absolutely brilliant. And we're working on lots of ideas that not just bring the book back to life, but other things as well. So exciting times. We love stuff like that. And to be able to have book one back, so happy. Yeah. So yes, and book two's not going to be that far behind it. The drafts of the illos have already been done, and things like that. So yes, and
yeah, just saying. Yesterday, I managed to go through it's only the first draft, but the book 3 notes, making sure that the illustrations changed up from the first book, and a couple of new ideas for illustrations for Paul. I think you're going to have a review of them over the next couple of days, and then we can kind of get our heads together and work out what illustrations should go where. And it's all come together. So hopefully by mid to end next year, 1, 2, and 3 will all be on the shelves, ready to rock and roll, and kids will be learning even more across
honestly,
schools.
I can't tell you how excited that will make me to have all 3 books back. I'll be just absolutely made up. So that's amazing. And then I'll be taking them on the road with me and meeting people, speaking, and they're going to have a whole new Lease I, which is amazing. So, and then some other good news. So I keep forgetting to tell you this. So our friends at the Nurso. The Nurso is a garden centre close to me up here in Brisbane, owned and run by our good friend Marnie and her husband Dave. Every month they collect the 5 cents, collect the cans and bottles and things for whatever. Every month they collect theirs for a charity. Mm-hmm. And they put a shout out on social media to say know any causes or charities for, we can lock in for months ahead. And I was like, me. So I've just messaged Marnie this morning. I'm not sure if we're September or October, but all the cans and all the 5 cents and whatever from September or October are coming to Live, Learn, Survive.
Oh, that's awesome. Big shout out to Nurso for doing that. That's awesome. Yeah. I was actually thinking about the other day because I went and got some grilled, and it would be cool to collaborate with Grilled because I know we did something similar with Grilled with their Local Matters thing. But the fact that the Nurso, as an independent local business up in Brisbane, thanks so much for your support.
How
that means
great
a lot.
Is that? So we're going to go and I'm going to catch up with Marnie one day next week, and really appreciate that. So good on you. And I need some plants for my garden, so I'll be back down. Got to get them in before it gets too warm. Well, you've got to get them in before it gets too warm. Actually, no one needs to be gardening in summer in Brisbane.
It's too hot.
Too hot already. So right, okay. What do we got?
Yes, it's that time of the week. Unfortunate event. Yeah, so the unfortunate event this week is basically the Jeep's on its last legs, hence for the new car. But it's awesome that Surf Toyota helped me out on the trade-in. We've got a good trade-in price. The Jeep's that served its purpose, but now it's time for it to go. And
it's someone that's maybe mechanical is going to give it a bit of TLC, Maxi, and 100%. It's going to have a new lease on life at a new beach somewhere. I think.
A bit of a collector's item in the sense of the Jeep Wrangler Sports. They're quite popular within those car enthusiast groups. So hopefully a young fella that wants to do it up and play around with it can have some fun with it. And
good stuff.
The unfortunate event is I am going to miss it. It's been a good part of my life for the last 5-6 years.
Look, selling a car is, I'm going to miss shoulder gall, as I call it.
It's like the Sherman tank.
Yeah. Well, I know when I'm you pick me up at the airport, I look for the rego, CDG. Charles de Gaulle, I'm going to miss it. So, but look, it's time for a new home, and you get something new and sparkly that
Fresh
just
start.
goes like a dream every time you get in and switch it on, and all that stress will be lifted. So, any other unfortunate events, Maxi?
No, that's about it. What about yourself?
Well, look, we're going so far so good, but it could take a turn any second. Builders next door.
What's happened?
Well, there's a lot of jackhammering going because it's a concrete house, and look, let's just enjoy the silence because it's been a loud week,
Well,
and this is the perfect time of year that the days are just like you have all the windows open, there's no humidity, because when it gets to summer, you just got to have aircon on and things. So it just goes to like the time of year when you're just like listening to the birds and the jackhammer.
Yes.
And the jackhammer. So far, so good. We're doing all right. Let's see.
Good to hear.
Keep them crossed. The boys might be on smoko, so let's just keep going. So, alrighty. Job of the week. You've been busy. What's going on?
We've got dad jokes.
Oh, of course we have. Getting ahead of myself.
Yes. What have you got, Leigh?
Right, okay. So, two bees are on a road trip, Maxi.
Two bees on a road trip.
One says to the other, do you want to listen to some music? I've got bebop, Beethoven, Beyonce, the Beatles, Beatsy Boys, and Crosby, Stills and Nash, and Justin Bieber. The other bee replies, got anything by Sting? Hash that a bit, eh?
Yeah, that's all right.
That's all right. That's okay. That's all right. Okay, what do you got for me?
Had to take my son to the ER because he swallowed a toy train. The doc said he bit off more than he could chew.
Oh, got another one for you then, Maxie. Did you know that the police arrested a bottle of water because it was wanted in 3 different states? Solid, liquid, and gas.
Yes. That's a good one.
You went early on the drums there, because you knew what was coming.
I knew what was coming.
You knew what was coming. All right.
Why can't you trust the king of the jungle?
Oh, why can't you trust the king of the jungle?
Because he's always lying.
Oh, it's a good one.
Yep.
Pesky line.
Pesky line.
Alrighty. Okie dokie. So, onward. Job of the week.
Yeah, job of the week this week. There hasn't really been much to report. Last week,
we like that.
Last week I spoke about the motorcycle accident and a couple of other car accidents. But the job of the week, we had to do a truck restow. And I'm not going to go into finer details, but a certain person was driving and had the step down and didn't know that the step was down and took out a bit of our wall at Bankstown and destroyed our pocket locker step thing. So we had to wait for the fleet to come and change the truck over, and we had to restow another truck. And it's very, very annoying. Any firefighters out there that listen to the podcast would know how annoying restows are. You have to, bring everything from the one truck into the other truck, and everything has to kind of go where it is. And some trucks are different configurations to others, and some things don't fit in the pockets that they are in the original truck. So, yeah, it was very time consuming. It takes a couple of hours to kind of get it sorted, and in that time, to make it even better, it was a Sunday morning. So usually Sundays are a little bit quieter at the station, just because everyone's still kind of having those little late sleep-ins. But 8 o'clock that morning or 7:30 that morning, we're dealing with a damaged truck, which isn't ideal. So the truck will probably be away for about 2 to 3 months.
Really?
Yeah, because it's a big job. So we've got another truck to fill in its place, but it's a bit annoying.
So the whole
I wasn't driving, so
the whole of 62 Station has got a framed photograph of the legend of the.
Well, the person that did it is very, very upset and sheepish. So I'm not gonna tell the whole world who it is. But,
I would imagine.
Yeah.
Like that's like, that is the ultimate unfortunate event.
But everyone makes mistakes, and
Of course. But that is the ultimate unfortunate event, and the whole station is never ever going to let them forget it.
no, exactly right. So yeah, it's not ideal.
Oh, not ideal. Oh well, think of all the million times it's like, put in there and it's no problem, and then
Sucks.
just that one moment. Alrighty. So okay. Alrighty. So onward then. Tip of the week. Maxi. What do we got?
Yeah, tip of the week this week is always use flotation devices if you rescue someone. So it doesn't matter if it's in the surf, in a pool, river, lake, dam, creek. Always go in the water with a flotation device. So today's tip, this week's tip is about using certain flotation devices. And when this goes up on Friday, Water Safety Wednesday this week was an old photo of me and with a couple of kids in England playing with a rescue tube, showing them how to rescue a dummy in the water. So the cool thing is there's programs out there where you can practice and train, with the RLSS and the Royal Lifesaving Societies and the RNLI and, Surf Life. All these organisations do this sort of training. So if you do want to learn more, learn how to do these skills with flotation devices, and it could save your life and other people's lives. Yeah,
exactly. And I think, Maxi, that I believe that very recently, I'm not going to say it's this week, I think the latest drowning reports are out for last year. And you know what? These skills are only going to have to be known more and more and more. So, great tip. So we'll keep making sure we put those videos out there. So,
very important.
Good stuff, Maxi. Alrighty. So, what do we got next?
Facts. Random facts.
Facts.
Yeah,
so what do you got for me?
Yeah, so basically I put in Google just random facts about life, just in life in general.
Okay, tell us.
The average human lifespan worldwide is about 72.6 years, but it's steadily increasing due to the advances in healthcare.
Yeah, incredibly.
Sleep takes up about a third of your life if you get 8 hours sleep per night. Sometimes me and you might not get that with the shift work.
Third, I reckon I could be 20% of mine. Yeah, okay.
Your heart beats around 100,000 times a day, pumping roughly 2,000 gallons of blood daily.
Wow.
That's a lot. And the human brain generates enough electricity to power a small light bulb, about 20 watts. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
So there's 5 there. So what have you got, Leigh?
Amazing. I just thought of something funny last night that happened last night. I was going to bed and I was 40 calories low to closing all my rings. I was just thinking what you said, something there made me think about heart or whatever, So I burnt 40 calories by dancing around the house. It took me about 15 minutes. It just shows you but I was not getting in bed 40 calories short.
Yeah, there you go. Good determination.
Totally random that was a bit of my brain going off somewhere else. No one needed to know that. But anyway, there we go. So what I've got for you, you're going to love this, Maxi, because we're both a couple of space cadets. I don't know if you saw the news yesterday, but there is a thing out in space called Bepi Colombo.
Bepi Colombo.
And
tell us about it.
Basically, it's on a mission out there taking photographs of whatever. And it provided yesterday its best views ever on a flyby of Mercury.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
It got within... So basically, I'm going to read the proper thing from the proper people. Provided the best views of the planet during this flyby, capturing more and more of the planet as it came round to the side of Mercury lit by the sun. The MCAM-3 also chipped a stunning image of a new crater. So basically, it got within 165 kilometres of Mercury and got a clear view of the South Pole. 4 minutes after the closest approach, they came into this large peak ring basin, and it was a crater created by an asteroid or a comet, measured between 130 to 300 kilometres across. And they called this crater's known as Vivaldi, named after the famous composer.
Mm-hmm.
And then they found a second one because it was so close. It saw this second one, and they've called this second one Stoddart, which has been named after an artist in New Zealand. So basically, they've never been this close to Mercury, because it's like, so I've got 5 quick facts about Mercury as well.
Yes, go for it.
So basically, it's the closest to the sun. So
very hot.
Very, 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 very hot. It's the smallest planet, only 1.4 times bigger than the moon.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the shortest year, only 88 days compared to Earth days.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fastest planet, 47 kilometers a second. It's got the longest day. The longest day, is equivalent of 59 Earth days. And it's got extreme temperatures, 180 degrees centigrade to 430 degrees centigrade. That'll what's happen when you're closest to the sun. And it's got no rings and no moons. So, just like, blows my mind that they can get a piece of technology within 165 kilometres.
Next 10, 20, 30, 100 years of the technology, we'll be able to even do even more. It's crazy how far we've come since the 60s when they started going out into space, or the 50s when they started going out into space. It's amazing.
Yeah. So I just thought...
Hasn't even been 100 years.
So just thought, blows my mind. I thought you'd like that, because we love a bit of space.
I love it.
Imagine if we're on a road trip now reading up about this. By the time we got where we were going, it'd be like, just imagine. So there you go. Mercury. Photos of it on the interweb. Amazing. Love it. Might go on a holiday one day.
Be a bit hot.
Anyway. Way too hot. Alrighty. So reflection.
Yeah, reflection. I just thought I'd go a little bit left field today. Basically, we talk about it a lot. Step out of your comfort zone and do something that scares you. Don't put yourself in harm's way, but more just to, if you're putting off something or to do something, just get out there and have a crack. You never know what you might like and might inspire you, and meet different people and re-spark the imagination and the dream. I just think it's very important to try and step out of your comfort zone every once in a while and do certain things that do scare you.
So true. Because you feel, when you try something, what's the worst thing could happen? Probably not. Not much. You might think, well, I didn't like that, so you've learned something. Or you might think, that was brilliant, I want to do it again.
Yeah.
It's good.
I just think it's so important to always keep your mind busy. In the past I've spoken about it, but when it comes to like doing puzzles and reading, I read most nights now before I go to bed. I do Sudoku most days as well. Like just things that I never did a couple of years ago or even growing up, and then it kind of becomes a part of your daily habit of rewiring the brain, keeping it on its toes, and and going back a little bit, but having homework from Jen and from our board meetings the other week, just getting the list done, chipping away at stuff you need to get done, because as soon as and quicker you do it, the more time you have to learn and do other great things to make Live, Learn, Survive or yourself or personal dreams or whatever you want to do better. So By putting
It's
things
that
off and not doing
accountability.
it.
It's that accountability, isn't it? Of saying, I will do this by then, or I am going to try this, or,
But if you do it before then, you got a bit more extra time up your sleeve to be able to do other stuff that might need attention to. And there's always something to work on.
And the other thing, Maxi, if you do it before then, you have then time to go back and review it and go, you know what? I can do the 1% better thing
Do it better,
because I've got a bit of extra time. So, amazing. I think you've always got to just be open to things. Keep an open mind and stay curious. It's so important.
So good.
So important. And set, little goals and things. So great reflection, Maxi. Love that. Love that. So, right, playlist.
The song this week for the Spotify Live, Learn, Survive playlist is Work Song by Hosier. So it's added to the playlist. Hosier is an Irish singer.
I was going to say I couldn't remember where he was from, but
he's got a fair few songs. He's got some great sing-alongs. He's got some big songs, and I was listening to it the other day. Bit of a work song. Oh, sorry, it's called
Brilliant.
Work Song. It's good.
Yeah, it is Work Song. Yeah, brilliant. Good one. Add it to the list. And then rule for the rule book. What have we got?
Yeah, rule for the rule book this week, Leigh, is make sure you are on the right path to bring you joy and happiness.
Yes.
Not saying always have to be joyous and happy and be happy. We all know you're having good and bad days, but I think just try and be on that path that does bring you joy and happiness as much as you can. If you're doing something that's making you unhappy or doesn't bring you joy, then maybe stop where you are. It's okay. Take a few steps back and recalculate which path you want to take.
And there might be a fork in the road where you can just go and take a different path. So, and it's like, you know what? It's the right path for you, not for anyone else. It's only the right path for you. So,
it's so important to know and understand because, people think they're on a path and they're going down a certain path they don't want to go down. They're unhappy or whatever's going on and they think that they can't get out of that path. But as simple as, chuck a U-turn, revert, walk a few steps backwards and then reassess the path that you're on. You might be on a muddy path and then right next to the path might be a paved, perfect bitumen path that will take you to all your hopes and dreams. So,
absolutely. You can always change. There's very, very few situations in life that you can't change a little bit. Maybe not in an instant, but a little bit at a time.
Each day.
So you can just move in that different direction. So excellent rule, Maxi. That's brilliant.
Always think of the LSKD 1% a day. 1% better every day. And if you do 1% for 100 days, that's 100% better than what you were the day you started. So, count out 100 days if you want to do and change something different and do 1% different each day that makes your life a little bit better. And in those 100 days, you've potentially done 100% change from the day you started. So it's a really good way to think about it.
Yeah, absolutely. You are absolutely in control. That's a great chat, Maxi. A lot of motivation in there, a lot of good stuff. So hopefully, our ramblings of the week help somebody somewhere. We love the messages. So hopefully, it does because, we're all the same. We're all the same, just all doing our best in life. So, keep going.
I've just got to quickly add, we do have a number of guests locked in.
We do.
In the vault, and we are trying to get a guest for next week, and we'll keep adding them because when we do have a bit of time, not time off, but when little Bubba comes, we'll be able to push out these amazing guests that we've had the last couple of months. So
exactly. So there's going to be some great podcasts over summer for everyone to listen to, which is going to be awesome. So so I've got a treat today, Maxi. I am off to Cuchimudlo Island. I'm going to see our friends at the Cuchimudlo Surf Lifesaving Club because they've got a day-to-day where they've got guests that are, I don't know whether they're from schools, education or wherever, that are coming to spend the day with them. They get a day with all the different types of emergency services. So police, fire is SAS, and today these people there's a big day on Cuchumudlo Island, so I'm going to race and get a ferry across there. I've got some books on behalf of the charity that we can donate. I don't know the age of the people that will be coming, but I'm sure there'll be some people that have got little ones or little brothers and sisters and things. So I've got some books, I've got some other things that we can give away. Some of our old pencil cases I'm going to take with us.
Make sure you get some good photos.
I'll get some good photos, and I do believe, I'm hoping I can get there in time. I think there's a helicopter coming, so I'll keep you posted. And then on Friday, I'm going to spend the day with our really good friend Curtis Pitt and our friends down at Water Bay Water. Bay Water Sports. That's the word I'm looking for. They're having a big launch for their new program because they've done so much work and bought equipment and adapted equipment to get young people with disabilities enjoying the water. So they're having a big launch on Friday afternoon, and I'll be going to go there. So I'm on the beach as much as you this week, mate.
Yeah, smashing it. I'm just I've got to go and get on the beach at Bronte today, and I'm working at Bronte on Friday as well. So
good stuff. All right then, legend.
Enjoy.
Go and have a good day. We will swap beach stories later on today, and hope everyone has a really good and safe week. Look after yourself.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Have a good weekend, everyone. Take care.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.